Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to do the first update of the year of Panda's eyeshadow slash pen and everything. This is my color story that I have been working on, and I've been working on this for two and a half months or something. Last month I did not have any great progress to show you guys, and I had other videos to film. So I waited another month, obviously, to show you the progress, because I do have some progress now at least, and we will be rolling out some things. So the first two shades have been randomized from my whole collection, so I had no say in, these shades. These two, I randomized the palette and then I got to choose what shade I wanted to pan. And then this is my single, and it happened to be a duo, but I just wanted to use that 3 times. And then I have a bronzer and a blush topper. So that's what I'm working on right now. So 2 face products, 1 single, and 4 eyeshadows. Now this year I don't have the goal of hitting as many pans as possible. So I feel like I can take it easy. I can, work on the shades until I hit pan on them. Even if it takes me like 70 uses, I can still do it, It would be so much fun to have more like hard shades pan this year. So yeah, I'm getting back to that. We did that the first year, and I love watching people struggle and struggle and struggle and suddenly they have pan. And so I don't necessarily want to roll things out at a specific number of uses. I do have that rule that if I use something 10 times and I really don't want to work on it anymore, I can roll it out. But generally speaking, I don't want to do that this year because that's not my goal. I want to hit pans in this project. So these might stay in here for a long time, but we are going to roll something out today. So let's see what we've been doing here. I have been working on this palette from Too Faced. This is the Best Year Ever 2018. And I haven't played around with it that much, so it was very nice to roll it in, and I actually rolled 2 shades in. So let's start with the shade Trimmed. This was how it looked like last time. It was fairly new. I don't even know if I had swatched it. Maybe I've swatched it, but I've never used it before, I think. And this is what it looks like right now. So as you can see, we do have a little bit of a dip forming here, and I've used it 9 times, and I realized that I will probably hit pan on it by using it on my lower lash. So yeah, that's how I've been using it pretty much this month, and it's not a huge dip, but at least we can see a dip. I mean, Too Faced is notoriously hard to hit pan on. They're very deep, they're very hard pressed, and this is a very hard shade as well. So having used it 9 times, albeit in 2 months, but still, I'm happy to have a little bit of a dip in that one. Let's talk about the other shade straight away. This one I actually got to pick, and I don't know why I chose it. Well, I know why I chose it, because I didn't have a matte, like darker shade to work on in any projects. I was like, oh, let's bring this one in. And you are able to see a little bit of a dip forming here. I've used this one 19 times. So we won't be hitting pan on that very soon, I think. And yeah, that was my thought. Like, I don't have any dark mattes to work on. I need something. But why did I pick a Too Faced for this? Well, I mean, I picked this palette. This was randomized for me, and so I thought it would be a good idea, but this will take me such a long time. Yeah, it will take me a long time. 19 uses, still going. The next shade I got was from the Spotlight palette from Ukambe, and I got B6, which is this hot pink right here. And as you can see, we do have a little pan showing there. I've used this 13 times, and yeah, it was pretty hard to actually use, I would say. It was a very intense pink, so I couldn't use it for an everyday use. It was fun to play around with it. I do think I have a look to show you guys with these two put together, and that was kind of a mess, but it was fun to use, fun to play around with. And this one is rolling out, and this was a randomized shade, so I have randomized another one. and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about the last shade that I brought in, and that was from the Lady in Charge palette from P. Louise. I chose MOB, or Mother of the Bride. And as you can see, we do have a little bit of a dip showing here as well. You can see that the imprint is wearing off. And I have used this one 18 times. So a fair amount of uses, I would say. I feel like this one and the shade above, like these two, this one was from the Best Year Ever 2018 palette, and this is the MOB. So these two work together, but I feel like these are very hard to mix and match, you know? So most of the time I only used one of these shades, maybe these two together, you know, these two I made a look with, but I felt like this is not really a cohesive color story. I think this is the hardest color story I've ever had to work with in Pando's eyeshadows, actually. So yeah, it's been an adventure, let's just say. But yeah, we have ways to go on this one as well. While I've been working on that shade, I have been working on the other shades as well. So it's been a very nice palette to work with. I do like this one because it has almost no base, so it's kind of only shimmer. So if I make a little bit too matte of a look and I just want a little bit more, I add this and it sparkles, and you know, it has a lot of fallout, but I'm okay with that. I also have a niece who loves glitter, and I work in a home office at my brother's, and my niece always comes in and she's like, did you have any glitter today? If so, like, close your eyes. And she takes her finger and swipes off a little bit from my eyes and puts it on her own eyes. She's so cute. It's so cute. She loves glitter. She loves when I'm wearing glitter. I'm very happy for her. I'm very happy to have her in my life. But yeah, so we have a long way to go on that one. And then we have the single, and this is just because I want to get some use on my singles. Like, I almost never use single eyeshadows. So I'm just reaching down into my bag and grabbing something, and I chose this one. This is a duo from ZC, and these are the shades. So you have one goldy shade here and like a gold and a red. So this is how those two look. So I've used this 3 times. I think I only used the gold side, actually. I thought I would use the other side for some reason, but I didn't. So I used this on my lower lash line. So this will be rolling out, and I have already picked the next single eyeshadow to work on. I've actually done the job of rolling things in already, because otherwise it would take a long time to do that as well, and I just don't have the time. I'm so late in filming, and I feel like I say that every month now. Anyway, let's move on to the Pan in Everything section, which means I have added 2 face products to the mix. I have worked on this Revolution bronzer. It was totally new when I rolled it in, and you can see that I've already worn off the text and you know, the border around it. Like, it's so cheap. The packaging is so cheap. And I've used this 44 times, so not bad at all. I can begin to see a little bit of a ring, like the ring underneath. So I think we're not too far off. Maybe a couple of months, maybe 3. I don't know. If I can just hit pan in a few face products in this project, I would be happy. And then we have the Pixie blush, which I've used 19 times. I want to hit pan on this one as well, of course. And this is how that one looks like. And you can see that it's much more of a topper, or even a highlighter, I would say, than a blush. So I'm using it mostly as a blush topper. So I have used it, what did I say, 19 times, and I think that's good, but I have kind of forgotten about it, so I need to pick this up again and just use it a little bit more. And that was it. So let's bring in the 2 new shades. Let's bring in the single first. I only want to use it 3 times. This is from H&M, the Makeup Countdown. It's an eyeshadow. It's very silvery. So let's, oh, it's actually a glitter. It's a straight up glitter. Maybe I can use this as a nail polish. 3 times or something. But look at that. Look at that. I do love silver, so, you know, it works on my nails as well to top off things. So I think I can use it. So 3 times on that one. Oh, I'm so glittery now. I'm also going to bring in a randomized shade that will take the place of the hot pink in the Ukambe Spotlight palette. And I have randomized this palette. This is from Tarte. It's the Clay Play palette. I think there are a lot of variations of this. I have a face palette one, but of course I randomized an eyeshadow from it. And I randomized this one. This is Instinct. The question is if this is a little bit too much like the MOB. Okay, no, this is more warm. Okay, so I will swatch this right there. So it's a little bit warmer than the other browns I have. Oh, it's kind of, it looks like a bronzer on me actually. It doesn't look like that in the pan. Like, look at that. It's not that brown. That doesn't happen often, I think. Mostly shades look a lot fainter when I swatch them than in the palette, but this one actually looks a lot more pigmented than it does in the pan. So yeah, we'll roll it in. I thought I would use it to set my eyeshadow base, but I don't know if I can do that. Let's see though, because I do think I need something to work on with the MOB. So I think these will work a lot better than these two actually. These two look like they will work very well together, but this is more of a mauve shade and this is a brown. So I think these two will work a lot better together. So that's it. So we're rolling out those shades. Oh, we have a very brown color story. Look at that. Oh, my phone wants me to wake up now. So it's time to wake up. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video and that I'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening. Bye.